All right, guys, so I've been having issues with this hot start for a very long time. It's a common issue with like the 16 and up Camaros. I even think the 5th gen Camaros, it's been having an issue as well. But I can't even drive 3 or 4 stops, shutting the car off, restarting the car without the car not wanting to crank up. So I've looked on the Camaro forums, watched YouTube videos. I found a solution, and I want to go in depth on the solution that I found to help with this hot start issue, and it actually works. So let's get into it. All right, so we've already tried the starter, alternator. I've replaced those. Batteries maybe a year and a half old. So from the Camaro forums, we're going to try to do the 0 gauge wire. That's going to go from the tensioner bolt to the body of the car. And then I'm also going to add one to the battery and a ground on the bottom in the back where the battery is. So here's going to be a hot start. Look, won't even start here with the wind. But essentially what I've already done a couple months ago was a 4 gauge wire, and this is a 4 gauge. It's really thin, so I wouldn't even try that. Honestly, it was like a band-aid. It didn't help at all, so I wouldn't even go into depth and try into this 4 gauge wire. What I did is I went on Amazon. I got a 0 gauge wire, man. It's thick. You can see the comparison between the two. So this is the 0 gauge wire I got on Amazon. I'm gonna link it down below. But essentially what I did is, this is a 14 millimeter bolt. I took a 14 millimeter wrench, unscrewed it, put this towards the back here on this ground. I sandpapered it first, put it on the back side there, and I ran it down here to the tensioner belt. Essentially what I seen down here, this is a 15 millimeter. So you're gonna run it from here, 14 millimeter, down to the tensioner belt, 15 millimeter. They said rather than taking off the full bolt, to cut it. So essentially what I did is I took some cutters, metal cutters, and I cut from here to here so I can just slip it on rather than take off the full bolt. So like I said, I cut it from here to here, and then I just slipped it right on top of there. All right, so I added that 0 gauge into the front. So now we're into the back where the battery is. Essentially what I did is I got another 0 gauge wire. This came with Amazon. It was a 2-pack. It's 24 inches. And so what I did here is, this is the 0 gauge wire. This bolt right here is a 10 millimeter. Essentially what I did is I unscrewed it, and I have it sitting up there at the bottom. So I put that 0 gauge, I ran it down here to the ground, and I put it on the top side of this battery here. This is also a 10 millimeter. So you're gonna unbolt that 10 millimeter, put that on the bottom, and then put it back. And this seemed to help the hot start issue. And it honestly, I can drive it now, turn the car off and restart it without any issues. All right, so this is gonna be after the ground wires were added. I did one into the engine bay and one into the back trunk where the battery is. So this is after a 25-minute drive. Cranked right up. All right, this is the second hot start since. Let's see. Cranks right up. Okay, so here we go. This is gonna be the third hot start. Wow, huge difference. All right, guys, so here's the true test. This is just after a 15-minute drive, back at the apartment now. So I'm gonna turn the car off and I'm gonna restart it. Usually the car would have a lot of difficulty just trying to re-crank back up. So we're gonna test it, see if this truly did work. Wow. All right, guys, so I hope this video helped you like it helped me. I seen a problem in the Camaro community that I needed a issue and a resolution for. And so I've searched the Camaro forums and YouTube videos. So I just want to make something a little bit more in depth to show you guys how to do it. And it's helped me tremendously. Like I said, I was almost ready to sell the car. So I'm happy that this helped, and I hope it helps you as well.